Hello, I am Roy Nixon, and this is,
Matthew Reinhardt.
and this is our Hollywood history assignment. And the movie we are doing is called Saving Private Ryan.
It was directed by Steven Spielberg.
And the main characters in it are Private Ryan, who is played by Matt Damon, and Captain Miller, who is played by Tom Hanks.
It came out on September 11th, 1998, and it's 169 minutes long.
The rating on it is 14A.
Our plot and opinion: it's a heartwarming story about a man serving in the war who lost his 4 brothers. Captain Miller and a crew of soldiers went out on a heart-wrenching journey to save the last living brother, Private James Francis Ryan.
Our overall opinion on the movie was that it was very realistic to the actual war and carried out the events from real life in the best of their abilities. It was also very enjoyable to watch. Part 2. Our statement on the film. The film's message was to always believe in one another and to always stick with your closest friends and family through the toughest times.
Summary of plot. The movie starts off with Private Ryan's brothers dying. Since Private Ryan's mother had lost 4 of her 5 sons and didn't want to lose the last one, the U.S. Army sent in Captain Miller and a crew of soldiers to go on a journey to save Private Ryan and bring him home. Throughout their journey, they embark on many challenges, such as some of the soldiers losing their lives. They have to venture on the German battlegrounds, all in hope of saving Private Ryan, who they don't even know. They also encounter other groups of U.S. Army and fend off Germans.
Strengths and weaknesses. The strengths of the movie are that it represented the real-life event very well and in depth. The actors also played a big role in making the movie seem real. There was almost no weaknesses to the film, but one minor flaw was that they jumped into the first war scene too quickly without explanation. Although this was a downfall on the history side, it was great for entertainment.
Part 3.
Film techniques. The film techniques used were really good. They did the best job they could in making it look like an actual war, especially for the technology they had in 1998.
Acting. The acting in this movie was phenomenal. It is Tom Hanks, of course. The actors did a good job of making the war seem realistic and really got you into the story.
Directing. The directing is good throughout the course of the film except for the beginning where you were kind of confused on what was going on.
Script. For the most part, we thought that the script in the film was believable, and this could have actually been what the soldiers were saying during the real war.
Technical and special effects. The camera work and lighting was all pristine. They picked the best setting and angles for the movie. The special effects were also great. The gunshots and explosions all seemed realistic. Part 4. Historical value. Historical recreation is one of the best that any movie in Hollywood has done. Opening scene of the movie where American soldiers arrive on Omaha Beach and the battle that followed are almost the exact same as the real-life event. Veteran Harley Reynolds, who was one of the first men to make it to Omaha Beach and fight, can back this up. He said that the movie almost looked like the actual event he took place in real life. Also, in real life, the soldiers storming the shore of Normandy had a plan of being the first one there and taking over the highland to have an advantage over the enemies. But when they got there, the enemies had already had control of the land, and many soldiers were killed. In the movie, the same thing happened. The actual story of Saving Private Ryan is also loosely based off an actual event lived by the Nillen brothers. 3 brothers took place in the war, and 2 of them were killed in action. Fritz Nillen being the only brother who survived. This is more evidence that the movie did the best job they could at making the movie be historically accurate. A downfall on the historical accuracy is that the story of Saving Private Ryan isn't nearly as accurate to the story of the Nillen brothers as it should be. They need to do this to make for entertainment value. Also, another downfall is that the last battle in the movie, named Ramel, did not actually take place in real life. It was just made up for the movie. But other than this, the movie was historically accurate.
Our overall opinion of the film was that it was great and extremely fun to watch. We liked everything about it, like the acting, the directing, and the script. It was really believable and had great historic facts. We thought it portrayed a very strong entertainment value, yet it was still filled with good historical evidence. We personally recommend its usage for history classes, as it won't bore you and it teaches you a lot about World War II.